I would like to talk about why I am a pro-Semite, and it has to do with megatrends and what's going on in the future. Um, we get the impression from the world and the news media that the course of history is in human hands, and that it's up to us to direct the future of the world and humanity. But really, what's going on is God has a program. He's already told us about a lot of it, and that's going to happen despite what people think or do. And one of the megatrends that I see happening here that relates to Bible prophecy is this surrounding anti-Semitism and the need for a religion of decapitation to fulfill end-time prophecies, and things like one world government, one world religion. And it looks to me, the way things are shaping up, we're going to basically end up with two nations: the nation of Islam and the nation of Israel. And we need to decide now, as individuals, which one of those sides we want to be on. There's not going to be neutral ground. We see, for instance, the president tipping the scales towards Islam all the time. And I think that the globalists are going to do likewise. There's going to be favoritism towards Islam. And the way this benefit the globalists is that people are easily controlled if they are of one culture and faith. That could be, Islam could easily fulfill that order. They could also do the dirty work of bringing about a lot of the crises that are necessary for the globalists to control the world. And in the process of capitulating to Islam, there will be, I think, the eventual agreement on part of the world governments that Israel is the problem, as described by the Islamicists, and there will be some kind of world military movement against Israel. So I'm aligning myself with Israel now because I think to do so is with the program as far as God is concerned. And that's really ultimately what matters. I'm not too concerned about what the world thinks. And I think as far as Israel and the Israelites themselves, we know that history tells us that the leaders of Israel had rejected Jesus as Messiah, Yeshua, the first time. And according to the sermon that Stephen was giving in the book of Acts before he was stoned, couldn't finish, he was stoned to death before he was able to finish, he was setting this pattern of this first time rejection and then the second time reception of God's prophets amongst the Israelites. And so the first time the nation of Israel, the leaders of the nation of Israel, rejected Christ. And I think God's going to bring about a catalyst, a situation where he's going to have the leadership of Israel, receive Yeshua as Messiah in the future. When he puts them between a rock and a hard place, or the Egyptian army in the Red Sea, so to speak, there will be some kind of catalyst here to provoke some of what was prophesied and seeing the nation of Israel look on him who they pierced and call on him by name, and those prophecies will see fulfillment in the coming future, and done that way. So my purpose here is just to try to encourage Christians and people in general to get with the program and become a pro-Semite and end up on God's side and not the side of the world and Satan.